is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Nerd Bar. I am here yet again with another showcase episode. The last showcase episode you saw was all Marvel. It was all Marvel Legends, actually. This one, a little different. As you can tell, I'm wearing the Superman hat, the Superman shirt. This is an all DC showcase episode. So I'm going to be showcasing the entire King Shark DC Multiverse wave, as you can see by the top of his head here. I'm going to show you every figure in the King Shark wave. I'm going to show you the King Shark Build-A-Figure, or Collect and Connect as they like to call it. I'm going to show you a classic Collect and Connect figure, Kilowog. I'm going to show you the Kilowog Collect and Connect figure. I'm going to show you a Mezco DC figure. I have the Arsenal. I'm going to show you that one, compare that one with the Green Arrow, show you all the accessories, and then last but not least, I'm going to show you the NECA Joker figure from Dark Knight. So there you go, an all DC episode. Let's get started. Let's do it. All right, starting off with the Hawkman figure. I have all of my DC Universe or DC Multiverse figures on these DC collectible stands. They're really nice stands, but I started using these for my DC Multiverse figures and they work very, very well. Every figure in this wave works well with those stands, with the exception of one, and I'll show you which one that is. But here is the Hawkman. Probably the figure I like the least in this wave, but he's still pretty cool. I like the sculpting in the wings. And let me just show you some close-ups of this figure starting down here. The boots. He does have an ab crunch. Not a bad figure. I'm sure if you were a fan of the Legends of Tomorrow television series, you'd probably appreciate this figure more. I have not watched that series. I've watched probably the first episode or first two episodes, so I haven't been exposed too much to this character. I'm sure if I watched it more, I'd probably appreciate it more, but the wings are articulated. They do have, so you could do this with the wings, put them out like that. They do fold outward, but I lose balance when I start folding them outward, so I kind of have to fold them more inward towards his body to maintain the balance. But not a bad figure overall. Moving on to one of my favorite figures in this wave. This is just an awesome looking figure. This is Zoom. Very, very awesome. Let me see if I can get some closer shots to show you the sculpt on the face. Pretty cool sculpt work there on the face. I like the Speed Force Lightning, or the reverse Speed Force Lightning on there. But just a simple looking figure and a really, really solid and kind of badass looking figure too. But there you go. That is the Zoom. Again, these showcase videos, I don't go over too much over articulation, so it's not really a review per se. It's more so just showing you some close-ups of the figures, showing you the sculpt work, the details that you don't really see from pictures on the internet. Just try and get in there and really show you some close-ups. So you can decide if you want to invest in this wave yourself. Alright, so moving on is the Earth 2 Flash, also from the Flash television series. Helmet is removable. The Speed Force effects are also removable. He does have an ab crunch. The Zoom also had an ab crunch, by the way. He does have some extra hands, kind of these like flat hands that you would use to simulate running. Again, I'm using the DC collectible stands there. Just to show you some close-ups on the figure. Not too bad. Not the best, also not the worst. And again, just like the Hawkman, if you're a fan of the Flash series, you would probably appreciate these two figures more. But there you go. There is the Earth 2 Flash. Let me do the 360 real quick and show you the back. Not too much paint detail on the back, but definitely some sculpt work on the jacket. So there you go. This one right here, the Damian Wayne Robin, this one was actually a Toys R Us exclusive. You could probably find it at your local Toys R Us. He's pretty plentiful, but the key to this one is he actually came with an alternate head for King Shark, and I'll show you that one when I get to the King Shark, but I do like this figure a lot. I'm a big fan of Damian Wayne in the comic books, so I like the fact that they actually gave us a current look for Damian. Pretty awesome. And he does come with the Court of Owls mask, which does fit on his face. You kind of just wedge it in that hood there and it stays right in there. Those knee pads do come off. They're just kind of held on by friction. But let's start with the shoes. Show you the boots with the laces. Removable knee pads. Court of Owls mask. Does come with a sword. Kind of some cool paint detail on the cape there. I like this figure a lot, and if you can score this at Toys R Us on sale, they usually run sales on their figures there from time to time. So, and again, he comes with a very, very cool alternate head for King Shark. I'm going to show you both heads when I get to the King Shark. Moving on to the Batgirl. This is, I think she's referred to as the Burnside Batgirl in the comic books. I have not kept up with the Batgirl series in the comics, so I don't know too much about her. But she does come with this batarang here and a cell phone. I guess to text while she's fighting crime. Take selfies. But there you go. And let me show you what the back looks like. Here's the profile. Get your focus on the hair there. And not really any paint details on the back of the cape there, just some molding. Same with the back of the boots. She's a decent figure. Again, I don't really know that much about her because I don't read the comic book. But I suppose if you are a fan of the comic book, you would probably appreciate this one more. Alright, moving on is the Jim Gordon Batman figure. So, in Batman comic books, spoiler alert, in Batman comic books, Batman kind of disappeared after a pretty huge fight with the Joker. And Jim Gordon decided to take up the mantle as the Batman. Became a Gotham City Police funded Batman. So Jim Gordon put on the suit. He actually had a giant robot also, like a mech suit that he was partners with, and he could also ride inside. That is actually the Collect and Connect figure in the most current DC Multiverse wave, the Rookie wave. He's got the mohawk there. Show you this one. I like this figure a lot. I think this is really cool. I liked Jim Gordon as Batman. I thought it was really different, and I liked how different he acted as compared to Bruce Wayne. He does come with this alternate head sculpt with Jim Gordon's face actually in the Batman cowl. This gun here can actually fit in that holster right there as well. See the back of his mohawk there. But a pretty cool looking figure. I do like this one a lot because I've been reading Batman for many, many years, nonstop. So I liked this arc where he was Batman. But there's the Jim Gordon. So as you've seen, all of the figures have been on these DC collectible stands. This next figure is the only one that did not fit that stand. His foot pegs did not fit. They were too big. But as you can see, it is the Dark Knight Returns Joker figure. An excellent, excellent figure. He does come with two head sculpts. If you read the comic book or saw the animated movie, you'll know that he did take a, spoiler alert, batarang in the frickin' eye. As you can see there, he's got the batarang in his eye socket, which was brutal. And it looks awesome, and I love that they included this as part of this alternate head sculpt there. Comes with a knife. He does come with this alternate head and the gun. But I absolutely love this figure. This is so cool. I'm a big fan of all the Dark Knight Returns figures. Just to give you another close-up of that battering in the eye. I just think that's so cool. Here's the close-up on the teeth, too. This is just a good Joker figure. So, if you purchased all of these figures, you did get all of the parts to put together your very own King Shark Collect and Connect figure. And what can I say about this figure? It is probably one of the best Build-A-Figures of the entire year. And that includes Marvel Legends figures, that includes DC Multiverse figures. This thing is amazing. Just show you some of the sculpt work there. This thing just looks so badass. His jaw does open and close, as you can see there. There's closed, and there's how far it can open. But he is huge. I'm going to do a size comparison with some of the other Collect and Connect figures, as you can see back there. I've got some of the other ones there. But I'll just show you how big he is as compared to those in just a second. But just an awesome, awesome figure. He's got the ab crunch. He's got some pretty good articulation. I just love the sculpt on this one. Look at the feet. The pants torn. He is just freaking menacing. Scars on his chest and stuff. Look at that thing. That is so awesome. And let me show you the profile. And the view from the back. Some more scars on his back there. Now, if you bought the Robin figure, the Toys R Us exclusive, you did get this alternate head sculpt as well, which is the Hammerhead, which I believe this is the head that he has currently in comic books, in the DC comic books. He has this Hammerhead look. And this one also opens the mouth. See the tongue there? That's just awesome. Look at that detail. And you can close the mouth as well. But a very cool alternate head. I'm going to go ahead and pop on this alternate head and then compare him with some of the other DC Multiverse Collect and Connect figures. Alright, so I did pop on the alternate head, and here's what he looks like with the alternate Hammerhead. Pretty freaking awesome. But let me compare him size-wise to some other Collect and Connect figures. So first of all, here he is next to Doomsday. Here he is next to Killer Croc. Here he is next to Ares from the Wonder Woman wave. And then last but definitely not least, the one Collect and Connect figure that is taller than King Shark is the Steppenwolf from Justice League. This dude is just freaking awesome. I still love this figure. I love the metallic paint apps. So very cool looking. But as you can see, he's taller than King Shark. Alright, so that was the King Shark wave. I am now going to show you a classic Collect and Connect figure. This is the Kilowog from DC Universe Classics. Very, very cool looking Collect and Connect figure. Very tall as well. As you can see the comparison between him and Hawkman. But just an overall really cool figure, especially if you're a big fan of Green Lantern Corps. Kilowog's the man. But here is what he looks like from the back. And the figures that you had to purchase in order to build the Kilowog are these right here. But just a very, very awesome Collect and Connect figure. You see the red in the eyes. Very cool. But that is Kilowog. See the detail on the shoulders, all those wrinkles. All right, next in the showcase is a Mezco 112 Collective PX Previews exclusive figure. This is the Arsenal figure. The packaging for this one is pretty impressive. It's actually like a tin case that he comes in. I think that's the first time they've done something like that, Mezco. But very nice job on the packaging. But here is Arsenal looking really, really awesome. This is a very, very, very nice use of soft goods for this Mezco Arsenal and for the Green Arrow back there, which I'll compare it to. But I just love that kind of fake leather, pleather vest that he wears. Just looks really, really cool. The straps there. Let me do the 360 on this one. I'm going to show you all the accessories he comes with. But just overall, the figure itself, without accessories, looks pretty amazing. Alright, so let's look at this one. Starting with the feet. Nice metallic paint on the boots and the feet. The pants are kind of like a spandex material, kind of like a stretchy material there. These things right here on the sides do not come out. It's just all molded in there. Like I said, he has the really, really cool like fake leather vest with the hoodie. And you can put the hood up. But right now I have the bow in his hand. I have the hand that holds the bow. And I have one of the hands that holds the arrows. So you can see there. And I have this arrow. He does come with a variety of different arrows, some different hands, and I'm going to show you those in just a second. Also, this right here is one piece, as you can see, and it's basically made to fill out the arrow holder on the back. So that you don't have to put them in individually, it's just one piece, you slide it in there, and it looks like he's got a bunch of arrows waiting to be shot. But let me show you the accessories he comes with. It does come with some extra hands, so those are fisted hands. Some more hands to use to hold the bow or to shoot an arrow. Some open hands there. And then more gripping hands, and it looks like a hand that simulates him reaching back for another arrow right there. It does come with the bag, the 112 Collective bag to put all these accessories in. Does come with the dynamic stand. Let me show you the stand itself. It's got the big A for Arsenal on there. Nice red color to it. And then here are the additional arrows. So one there it looks like is kind of like a grappling hook. One is 3 arrows together where he can shoot through 3 arrows at one time. One looks like an explosive arrow of some kind. One is just a standard arrow. And then again, I have this one right here, which looks like it might be some kind of explosive arrow as well. But just overall, really, really awesome. I absolutely love these Mezco 112 Collective figures. They've experienced some delays recently with some of the figures that they should have already released. Deathstroke, Classic Superman, to name a few. But when they do release these, I absolutely appreciate them. Despite the delays, they are still my #1 toy line of the year, in my personal opinion. But that could all change from here till the end of the year. What I'd like to do now is just to compare the Green Arrow figure, which I also have in my collection, with the Red Arrow or Arsenal figure. So let me get them side by side. These two look phenomenal together. So I've got the Green Arrow figure with the Arsenal figure. They just look fantastic next to each other. And With the Mezco figures, what I like to do with my collection is to kind of pose them in pairs. Either good guy versus bad guy, or good guy with good guy versus bad guy, or good guy versus good guy. But I like to have them in pairs so they can kind of, I can pose them where they're squaring off against each other. I did pre-order the Deathstroke figure, and I do plan to pose the Deathstroke with these two figures, but I think they just look fantastic together. There's Green Arrow, Red Arrow. You can tell some of the differences. The Green Arrow vest there does go below his waist a little bit, whereas the Red Arrow kind of stops at his waist. So a few differences in the costuming. Overall, I just think these two look fantastic together. And if you do have the Green Arrow figure, I would highly, highly recommend the Arsenal to go along with it. Alright, and last but certainly not least in this showcase video is Heath Ledger as the Joker. This is a NECA figure. It's about 7 inches tall, but this is incredible. This is a great, great looking Heath Ledger Joker figure. Absolutely love this one. If you do purchase this one, I would warn you, because I had heard before I had opened this figure that the joints can get a little frozen, so it would be wise to either use some hot water or a hairdryer, loosen the entire figure up, and then before you start bending joints, just make sure that you're very, very, very careful. I didn't break any joints on mine, but I have heard that people, they just started trying to pose it and bending the limbs and they broke it. So just be careful. But just an excellent, excellent looking figure. Awesome looking sculpt. Awesome face sculpt. Very, very cool. He does come with a few different accessories. Comes with the handgun there. Comes with the knife. Comes with the submachine gun right there. But the little chain there is made of metal. Let me show you the shoes. Show you the detail on the pants, the jacket, the vest. Just a really, really cool looking figure. But this is a NECA figure. Heath Ledger as the Joker. It has been spotted at Toys R Us. It is semi hard to find. So if you're looking for this one, good luck to you. I would definitely recommend this figure. If you cannot find this figure, please do keep in mind, I think Mafex is doing another version of this, or is it SH Figure Arts? One of those two import companies, either Mafex or SH Figure Arts, is doing another version of this Dark Knight Joker. So if you miss out on this one, you can always pick up that one. But there you go. Alright, so that is it for this DC showcase. I do have some more items that I do want to showcase. The Deadshot Hot Toys figure. I'll be getting Harley Quinn Hot Toys. I think she arrives on Wednesday. But I really want to show you both of those figures, so I'll probably be doing a showcase on both of those. And then I also have a Mezco Shadowland Daredevil figure that I need to show you, as well as an SH Figure Arts Ant-Man figure from Civil War that I need to show you. So I'm not sure what else I'll pick up this week. I will definitely be returning to the hunt on Force Friday. I plan to go out at midnight on Thursday night. Try and scoop up some of those new Star Wars Black Series figures. I'm really excited for pretty much all the figures in the first wave of those. But I just want to thank you once again. I always say this at the end of every video, but I hope you understand how much I appreciate you guys liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and watching my videos. But as always, how can you not have fun collecting when you're getting stuff like this? One of the best Build-A-Figures of the year. Trust me on this one. Get this figure, especially if you're a DC fan. If you're a DC fan, this is a must-have. But have fun collecting. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next showcase video. I'll see you guys later on in the week for Force Friday. But good luck out there, and adios.